My life fades. The vision dims. All that remains are memories. I remember a time of chaos, ruined dreams, this wasted land. But most of all, I remember the road warrior, the man we called Max. To understand who he was, you have to go back to another time, when the world was powered by the black fuel, and the desert sprouted great cities of pipe and steel. Gone now, swept away. For reasons long forgotten, two mighty warrior tribes went to war and touched off a blaze which engulfed them all. Without fuel, they were nothing. They'd built a house of straw. The thundering machine sputtered and stopped. Their leaders talked and talked and talked. But nothing could stem the avalanche. Their world crumbled. The cities exploded. Only those mobile enough to scavenge, ready to wage war for a tank of juice. And in this maelstrom of decay, ordinary men were battered and smashed. Men like Max. And became a shell of a man. A burnt-out, desolate man. A man haunted by the demons of his past. A man who wandered out into the wasteland. And it was here, in this blighted place, that he learned to live again.
in court in 20 minutes. Our biggest case in 2 months.
Almost our only case.
Come on. Come on. What's the matter?
We're being followed. Don't look around.
Oh, great. In here. Hurry. Who was it?
Some amateur.
Maybe a process server.
Or a relative trying to make a touch. I promised him I'm not playing Santa Claus anymore.
Colonel Marcus,
Merry Christmas.
my name is Saphir, and my business is private.
Bert Harris is my law partner. Mr. Saphir, who conducts his private business in Macy's window.
Major Saphir, of the Haganah, the underground army of the provisional government in Palestine. I thought it better not to be seen at your office.
You sure you want to talk to me?
Absolutely. Please listen. I represent the world's youngest, worst trained, least equipped, and most outnumbered army. On May the 15th, the British will withdraw. We will announce our independence, and
6 nations have promised to drive you into the sea.
Yes, I read the newspapers.
have you read their exact words? King Ibn Saud. There are 50 million Arabs. What does it matter if we lose 10 million to kill all the Jews? The price is worth it. The Grand Mufti of Jerusalem. I declare a holy war. Murder them all. We are going to fight. There's no other place for us to go. We won't fight to the last man. We're prepared to fight to the last child. Our children don't believe in Santa Claus. Not anymore. We need, immediately, an experienced military advisor. We've come to you because, frankly, no one else wants the job.
Major, at least you're an honest man, but I've just been through a war and a half. I promised the next war to my wife. I have an idea if I leave home once more, I'll find my pajamas on the front porch. Would you give up everything you love to fight some insane war for a little country that's going to get its brains blown out in a couple of weeks?
If it were my country.
Maybe it's yours, but it isn't mine.
But you're a Jew.
I'm an American, Major.
Ladies and gentlemen, young and old, this may seem an unusual procedure, speaking to you before the picture begins, but we have an unusual subject, the story of the birth of freedom, the story of Moses. As many of you know, the Holy Bible omits some 30 years of Moses' life. From the time he was a 3-month-old baby, and was found in the bulrushes by Bithia, the daughter of Pharaoh, and adopted into the court of Egypt, until he learned that he was Hebrew and killed the Egyptian. To fill in those missing years, we turn to ancient historians such as Philo and Josephus. Philo wrote at the time that Jesus of Nazareth walked the earth, and Josephus wrote some 50 years later and watched the destruction of Jerusalem by the Romans. These historians had access to documents long since destroyed, or perhaps lost, like the Dead Sea Scrolls. The theme of this picture is whether men are to be ruled by God's law or whether they are to be ruled by the whims of a dictator like Ramesses. Are men the property of the state, or are they free souls under God? This same battle continues throughout the world today. Our intention was not to create a story, but to be worthy of the divinely inspired story created 3,000 years ago, the 5 books of Moses. The story takes 3 hours and 39 minutes to unfold. There will be an intermission. Thank you for your attention.